have another fairy tale chapter out today, which had a ton going on in it. So let's just get right into it. So this chapter is titled Edicts of Space, and so the group decides to split off. So Wendy and Charla and Happy are gonna go take the girl to find her dad. I thought it was a boy, I could have sworn it was a boy, but apparently not. Looks like a boy. What's gendered, you know? And then a bunch of the Alvarez soldiers start attacking Natsu and Erza and Gray and Lucy, and they wipe them out completely. And Gray even says that was anticlimactic, you know, their fairy tale. It's not a challenge at all for them. They're just the cronies, the little henchmen, and we're gonna see the big leagues in a second. So they beat them up, and then Lucy, or Erza and Natsu go to this little shack and just start eating, and like it's no big deal. They're like, oh yeah, we should be on high alert now, and Lucy's like, you guys sure look like you're on high alert. They're just chilling, eating. Erza's eating some sweets, eating like a milkshake or something. And then they have this talk with this old man about how it's his dream to go to Ishgar. That's where they're from. Ishgar, apparently, it's called. That's their country, or continent. And they go, and they're talking to this guy, and he's just telling them about his dreams to go to Ishgar, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, this is no big deal. There's always fights happening in this place, so it's not a big deal, I can handle it. And then all of a sudden his shack explodes and everyone gets blown over. And then this guy, this new dude, this Ed from Cowboy Bebop, except a boy, his character design looks extremely like his. He has like the giant hair and like the goggles. And then he comes, and his name is Marin Hollow. They have such weird names. It's kind of cool. I like them. They have such weird names. And he's like a general or something of all the cronies that were in the island. He's part of the brandish squad, whatever that is, from the Imperial Army. And the old man's crying. He's like, my dream is over. This little side story that we have in this chapter. Erza tries to equip her armor on, and then we find out that she can't because of Marin's spatial magic, which I'm really interested in. He can control space, and then Lucy tries to attack him, and then he's like, oh, celestial magic is also space magic, so I can control that too, so you can't use it. So then he ends up taking them, and he like has this little soap bubbly shit going on, and like engulfs them in this soap or something, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna send you to my pleasure dimension or something, and they disappear. Natsu tries to get at them, and then they're gone, and they get transported to some other dimension, which I think is really interesting. What kind of power enables someone to cross over into dimensions, and what kind of, can he make multiple dimensions? Does he have like a dimension, like why was it all bubbly? Is it like they go in like it's a bath? They're gonna go take a bath in this dimension. He's probably gonna go like fuck with them later, but anyways, of course, Erza and Lucy are out of commission, and Natsu and Gray are left to fight this guy. And then he also brings Mest, and he's like, this guy was trying to use spatial magic right in front of me, so I beat him up. And then he gets all like super pissed. He all of a sudden, he's all happy and playful. And Gray's like, this is a real like Jekyll and Hyde right here. He has like two personalities. He's all like really happy and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. And he's like, you douchebags. The translation says, I was like, douchebags. So he brings Mess, and then Gray and Natsu try to fight him, and he completely dodges every single one of their attacks, and then they can't dodge his because he's so fast. He literally it's like he's teleporting, but since he controls spatial magic, I guess he just sort of like he probably can go into like dimensions and like come out at like any time he wants. Like I'm interested to know how that power works exactly. I don't know how that could work. I mean, I'm also curious as to what Mest's power really does. He teleports, but does that mean he goes into like a different space and then he comes out? That's how he like teleports? I don't know, because he was able to interfere with Mest's teleportation. So, but he can pass through dimensions. Well, what does Mest do? Does Mest come in and out of dimensions, or like how does that work? We never really explained Mest's powers, I guess. He also has a wide range of powers, Mest, which we never found out about. I mean, we knew about it, but it was never explored. Like, he can erase people's memories, and he can also teleport. Like, what is his magic specifically? But anyways, so they're fighting, Gray and Natsu are fighting this guy, and they're getting their asses kicked pretty much, and then we have this other chick at the very end of the chapter who comes in, and then she's apparently one of the Spriggan 12 from Alvarez, and she's all wearing this very revealing, sexy outfit like all girls do. One thing I hate about Fairy Tail is that it's very sexist, very misogynistic. Girls being rescued by the men because they can't take care of themselves, or there's something that makes them not take care of themselves. Yeah. And then, you know, they're all wearing revealing shit all the time. They're hot bods. I mean, there was that one time there was that girl from Mermaid Heel, and she's kind of like fat, but then like she has a power that can make her skinny, so it's like, what's the point? Like, can we see some other body types here, please? And if they're like fat, then it's like, oh, they're the ugliest girls, and they're like, oh my god, her name is Brandish, so Marin Hollow is like one of her cronies, dude, so he's not even like one of the big 12 or anything. He's just like he's an underdog for her, or like an underling. And she comes, and her name's Brandish, and it's like a little Greek symbol. I'm guessing the other ones have Greek symbols next to their names too, the other 12. And when she comes, Gray and Natsu are immediately like, oh shit, this chick has extreme, immense magic power. So I guess we'll find out next week what her power is, maybe, or maybe they're just gonna capture them, or are they gonna fight? I don't think they're gonna fight. She seemed like she was like, stop fighting with these people right now, but I don't know, she might question them. Cliche anime villain coming, gonna talk a bunch, and then fight maybe, or not fight. I don't know. So I don't know where this is going. I hope they're gonna fight Marin again, because we have to figure out where Lucy and Erza went. And then we don't know what happened to Wendy and Charlotte, because they went off, and then Mest went to go find the spy dude, which we still don't know. At first I thought it was gonna be the old man. I was like, oh, is the old man the spy? Oh, he seems kind of weird and like not freaked out, but no, he was just an old dude that was there. So we have to know we don't know where the spy is either, his contact, and then Wendy and Charlotte are gone somewhere to find this girl's dad, and then and now we have Natsu and Gray all by themselves to fight one of the 12 Spriggan 12 people. I'm interested to see how overpowered these people are. I mean, I thought Natsu and Gray were already overpowered already, but now they're like, oh, this person has extreme magic power, and they're kind of intimidated by it, so I guess we'll see what happens. The next chapter is titled, and then the ground vanished. So, are they gonna get swallowed up? Is the space dude gonna swallow up the ground? I don't think he'd have the power to do that. Maybe this chick has the same kind of power as Gildarts, I'm thinking. Maybe she can manipulate matter, around her. I mean, I don't know how much overpowered you can get after that. Guildhearts can manipulate How is he not, like, one of the most powerful mages in Ishgard, if not the most powerful? He was the most powerful mage in Fairy Tail. But, I mean, how can you get any better than that? I mean, the space-time thing is pretty cool, but that's all. You can just manipulate space. I mean, in terms of strength, Guildarts pretty much wins against at least this guy. But, I don't know. What else is gonna happen? I guess we'll find out next week when the ground vanishes. Okay. Bye!